Hello everybody, I am Shelby the Galactic Witch, and this is a pick a card reading for 2020 and what it is going to bring for you. This pick a card is a general outline or an outlook of what 2020 is going to bring to you by the end. And for some of these things will hit sooner for you than others. But let's go ahead and get right into this because I feel like there's really good energy and this is going to be a really fun read. Okay, so this is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Alright, I'll give you guys a minute with that and then I'll put some stones on it. When picking, feel free to take a couple deep breaths, close your eyes, and ask which deck speaks to me most. Okay, so pile number 1 is Amethyst, pile number 2 is some petrified wood, and pile number 3 is Moonstone. Alright, and if you need more time, feel free to pause the video. We are going to go ahead and get started with pile number 1. And all of the timestamps for my other piles, they will be in the description, so feel free to skip ahead. You do not have to watch everybody else's video unless you feel drawn to it as well. Okay, so pile number 1. So you have Trust the Niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Warrior Woman, have you answered your deepest calling? And just so you guys know, these decks will be listed in my description, so if you're wondering what I'm using, they will be there, okay? Rejection, Recovery, Destiny, Share Your Wisdom, Manifest, Make a Wish, the King of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Three of Swords, and Judgment. Alright. We definitely have some reoccurring themes here. So while I was shuffling, the first thing I really felt about this spread was that for some of you it was definitely going to be more towards your love life or things that you love. So, I definitely see that there is going to be some loss or some major struggles going on in your life, okay? And it does look like some of it is, if not all of the struggles, are going to be kind of fear-based for you. I believe that's where that rejection card comes in. And then you have the Three of Swords, which typically shows the loss of a relationship. Not every time. It can just be the loss, well, not just, but it can be the loss of something that you love, or just some major struggles that make you feel kind of lost and depleted in life. But what the rest of this spread is, it looks beautiful. So it looks like at some point, and just with the rest of this spread, I'd say probably more towards the beginning of the year, if not already, you're probably going through some stuff where you're healing your fears of rejection, or just the fears that you've been holding down are kind of coming forth, and you may have lost some stuff or fear of losing people or hobbies or careers or anything like that. And I definitely, especially with this Judgment card, what's really standing out to me is discernment, the word discernment. And so I do feel like you're going to have to really pay attention to what you're picking and choosing, and pay attention to what you're allowing to stay in your life. You're definitely going to have some decision making. So you have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is like new beginning, but you're like choosing the beginning, okay? So the Wands is very like action based as a suit. And so you're choosing the beginning here, and you're really, like, it does show a mother and her baby. For some of you, it might mean, you know, a pregnancy this year or a new birth of it's going to be a new birth of an idea at the very least. And she also has butterfly wings that are kind of hidden, or moth wings, and that shows that she's gone through a transformation. So you're going to be in this fear area, you're going to be healing it with that recovery. Like, basically, like, the way this stands out to me is, like, the universe, your guides, everyone that's trying to help you is trying to hand you this key. Trying to hand you this key to healing yourself and to gaining more insight into yourself and to gaining the knowledge you need, or opening up to the knowledge that you already have. And so you're really going to be going through that healing phase in the beginning of this year, and it's going to lead you to making these decisions and coming into these new beginnings. But yeah, so family, career, making those decisions that you've been procrastinating on, all of that stuff is going to be happening this new year, and it's going to be really apparent to you. Like, you're really going to recognize what's going on in your life. If you don't recognize it at first, you're going to look back and be like, wow, like, did I really do that? Like, I made that decision? But then you also have the Ace of Swords, which shows me you're going to be making decisions emotionally. You're going to be mastering emotions. You're going to be entering, almost like this is leveling you up on your emotions, and you're going to be relearning balance, and you're going to be like emotional balance. And then you're going to be, you know, it's almost like words can cut, okay? But you're going to be using them for the bettering of yourself. So you're going to be looking at it and using that discernment and going like, okay, you know what? No, I'm at this new beginning, and I want to be here. I want to be able to progress, and you're not helping me on it. Or, you know, you are helping me on it. So you're really going to be able to judge there, and you're really going to have that beautiful ability to discern what's right and what's wrong for you. And you have the King of Cups, which at first I was kind of thinking it was a relationship, but I really think that's going to be you with what's going on here, because the King of Cups is like, he's a leader, he's wise, he knows it, but he also has gone through this journey, okay? He has that mastery of emotions that you'll be working on with this Ace of Swords. He has that knowledge of how to help people but not be so emotionally attached, or how to know when to emotionally attach himself, as well as situations. It doesn't have to be just people. So these cards keep standing out to me. I mean, we're going to talk about them anyway, but let's go ahead and do it now. So Trust the Niggle and Warrior Woman. So those cards are really asking you. And I do feel like this is going to be both before or during this healing phase, as well as after. You're going to have to really look in the mirror and ask yourself, you know, what am I supposed to be doing? What am I here for? And you may already know those answers, but maybe you're just not following through 100%. And if you are, great. Like I said, this is a general reading. So it's not necessarily, not every card is going to be for every person every time. But for those of you that these do resonate with, you're really going to have to ask yourself, you know, what have I not done that I was called to do? Okay? And that could be as simple as starting a hobby, because you don't know, maybe that hobby takes off. Maybe you start a career with that hobby. Maybe that hobby ends up helping a lot of people. So it doesn't have to be some big, like, go out and go public speak and this and that. It doesn't have to be. It can be, but doesn't have to be, okay? But either way, that's leading you to your destiny. Okay? It's leading you back or farther down this spiritual path that we're all on, this journey that we're all on, okay? And by doing that, it's really going, this thing, whatever this calling is, it's going to fulfill you more. Okay, and you're going to start to want to share your wisdom more so than you do now. And it's most likely, not definitely, but most likely going to start by people coming to you looking for advice. Or, you know, you kind of recognize, like, maybe you see a post on Facebook about something and you just, maybe it really fuels your fire. Or you look at it and it breaks your heart and you're like, I have an answer for that. Or, you know, that really bothers me. I want to do something about it. And you're going to be able to start really sharing that, your gifts with people. Okay? And the final cards I have for you are Manifest and Make a Wish. So these are things that I would like you to start doing now. I didn't pick these cards, the angels did, this specific deck, but I personally would like you to start doing these now, okay? Usually when the Manifest card comes out, that's a reminder that you are able to create your destiny, okay? You have this innate gift given to you by the angels, the spirits, the universe, whatever you believe in. You have this innate ability to create your destiny and do it pretty easily. Everybody has the gift, but you specifically have, it's almost like you could snap your fingers and get what you wanted if you knew how to control it, okay? And so what I want you to do is start working on controlling it. Start small, okay? And you probably already do this to an extent, but I want you to start focusing in on it, okay? And so be like, you know what? I want to receive $10 by the end of the week from a random source. Okay, not my paycheck, not something I know is coming in, but $10, I want to find it or be given it randomly, okay? Or, you know, maybe I want to find a crystal, I want to find a crystal or a stone, or a pretty rock or something, you know? Just start small and work your way up, okay? And that way, I suggest that, starting small and working your way up, so that way you can easily see the progress, okay? Not, oh, I want to start making more money. Do it very specifically, and do it in such a way that you can see, your progression, okay? Then make a wish. To me, this is a confirmation for the manifestation card. So make a wish. Let the universe know, okay? When this card shows, it's time to think of yourself, okay? Definitely don't stop thinking about other people. Stop being selfless, but it's time to be a little bit selfish once in a while. And think about what you need in your life, what you're not getting that you feel you need, and what's the most important to you, okay? And start letting the universe know about those important things that you want or need in your life, okay? And use that in your small-term manifestations into bigger manifestations, okay? Another thing that just popped in is writing a list of goals, almost like a vision board, but instead of using all the visuals, it's written down, okay? And maybe you do a 1 month, a 3 month, 6 month, and a 1 year. Or, you know, you could do a 6 month, 1 year, 5 year plan. Just make a list of what your goals are. You can include personal goals, goals for your family, goals for your household. You know, maybe you have a goal of being in a relationship by the end of the year. Write it down. Maybe you want to be a mogul within 5 years. Okay, write it down. Doesn't matter what it is. If you want it, if you need it, anything like that, write it down. And don't forget to put the work into it, but know that the universe has heard you and they're going to help you. Okay, by writing it down, by thinking about it, by putting a little bit of focus in, and a lot of work in, or a little bit of work, depending on what it is, you can make it happen, okay? Just know that the universe will not do all of the work for you. There are some things that they'll do most of the work for you, but it will not do all of the work for you in most cases, okay? So creating your destiny and manifesting your destiny is a thing, but you do still have to do some work, okay? Alright, guys. Thank you so much for piling the balloon. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Let me know how you feel about it in general. If you like it and you're not subscribed already, subscribe, like, hit the notification bell. Thank you guys so much for joining me. All of my social media, my groups, all of that stuff will be in the description below. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and now we're going to get on to pile number 2. Weird card sound. Pile number 2 with the petrified wood. So the energy I got from this when I was shuffling was more of a grounding energy. So I haven't looked at these cards yet, so I don't know what they're going to say, but especially with the petrified wood, which is a very grounding thing. I mean, it's a piece of tree, which was a piece of earth, and all that stuff. It's very, very grounding, can be very protective, that sort of thing. So let's get right into this. Pile number 2. A lot of being true to yourself already. Feelings going on in here. Oh, so you have don't dim to fit in, and soul family, growth, impatience, insecurity, trust, or boy, acceptance, temperance. This card like jumped out at the last minute, and I was like, hey, card number 2, put me there. 7 of Swords. Ooh, the 4 of Pentacles. The 2 of Pentacles. And the 3 of Wands. Okay. Alrighty then. Yeah. Sometimes I hum. It's a thing. Okay. So we'll just, like, the other pile I kind of bounced around. This one we're just gonna go right in order. Okay. So don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Just give you a second with that question, because that's a pretty powerful question. Okay, so this card is exactly what it sounds like. Remember, these cards, these reads are general. I mean, there's only 3 piles and a lot of viewers. So not every single card and not every single message is going to resonate with you. But definitely listen to it. I would say from this one, listen to it from your heart space. And really try to take it in and see what needs to be there, what needed to be heard from this, okay? But so don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So, like I said, this card is exactly what it sounds like. It's that people-pleasing mode that most of us have. It's that, oh, I can't do that because I'm worried about what society or my family will think about me. Oh, that sounds crazy. No one's going to like that idea. Those types of things. I'm not going to keep going because I don't want that energy in my video, but that is the type of example that this card comes with, okay? And so what it's asking you to do is open up, okay? Invite your inner child out. Remember who you are and what you have let go of or what you've pushed down. That's meant to be a part of you and that's meant to be seen by the people around you, okay? And just what fulfills you and what makes you happy. There's no... Life is too short. I know you hear it all the time, but it's true. Life is way too short. And so it's way too short to be trying to people please all the time. Like, you are here to enjoy your experience. You're here to grow. You're here to learn. And you're here to help heal consciousness and do all of these other things. None of them say you have to not be who you are. Okay? They all say you are you for a reason. Without you being who you are meant to be, then you're not you're not going to feel fulfilled. You may not do, who knows, you may not get to complete everything you're meant to complete. You still might, but you might not. And there's no real way to tell until, you're on the other side. So, life is too short. Don't dim to fit in. Let yourself open up and go free. Obviously, you don't have to dim, but, be respectful still, okay? Don't open up and lose all respect and all of that stuff. But definitely don't hide yourself either, because that's no fun and it hurts you in the long run. And yes, I see the other cards. I know that for some of you, that can be a very scary thing. Maybe you have something that, you've kind of held to yourself or only a few people know about, which I do feel might be a couple of you. I mean, I've been there before. But also, whatever it is, it's like, you can get through it. You're not alone. You have a support team, whether you know who they are or not at the moment, okay? They're there and they're going to be there, and that's when this soul family comes in as well. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So whatever you've been pushing down, whatever you've been hiding, whatever you felt, wouldn't be accepted, it's, maybe you're just not around the right people yet, okay? But by letting yourself open up, those people are going to start coming in, okay? And some of them might surprise you. You may already be around some of those people and just not know it. So it's time to open up, okay? But be patient with it, okay? And that's part of where this impatience card comes in, is be patient with those people coming in. Okay? It's going to take a little bit of time for them to hear your call. It's going to take a little bit of time for them to open up as well. Excuse me. But that doesn't mean they're not there. Specifically for some of you, especially this growth card, it's not necessarily, some of you are going to be young, but some of you will be a little bit older, and you just haven't gone through this transformation yet. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with where you're at age-wise or on your journey. Everybody is different. But basically, consider this part of your journey like you've come about halfway. And by opening up, you're going to go through this massive growth where you're not going to care about what all these other people, and on this card, weeds and plants, and so you're not going to care about what all these other things and beings think about you anymore, because you've been patient, because you're going to work on this impatience factor, and your soul family is starting to come in, and you're starting to get like-minded people. Okay, shoot, you can message me. My email will be down below. If you just need someone to talk to and be like, look, I've been hiding this for so long, and I just need someone. I'm a very open person. I'm not non-judgmental. You can email me and tell me. I'll be your support team until your soul family comes in. Shoot, maybe I am part of your soul family. We just don't know it yet, okay? But these insecurities have got to be sorted out, along with this impatience, like I said, okay? These insecurities have got to be sorted out. And so this red has to deal with your root chakra, okay? And so this is stuff that you have pushed down, you have held down, and you have just let it sit there, okay? Almost like that food in the back of your fridge that you never cleaned out, but it's been there forever, okay? That's what these insecurities are becoming, is that food in the back of your fridge that you didn't want to clean out because it's gross, I don't want to touch it now. Okay, it's time to. It's time to clean out the closet, and this also where these angel cards come in, okay? So it's time to clean out the closet, and it's time to accept what has happened, accept who you are, and accept what is right now, and what has been in the past, okay? I'm not going to get into the time theory, so if you're a very spiritual person and you're like, oh, well, time's relevant, yes, it is, but in this case, this stuff happened in your past, okay? So we're going to accept it. We're going to forgive it, forgive ourselves. We're going to accept what is right now, and we're going to start trusting that this is going to happen, okay? We're going to start trusting this. You're going to open up, your soul family is going to start coming in, and you guys are going to grow together, Okay, like I said, have a little bit of patience because it's not going to happen right away, but it is going to happen. Okay? So this is putting your faith back in the universe, putting your faith in the angels and the spirit guides and whatever you believe in, that they are going to catch you when you take this leap. Okay? They are going to catch you this year when you take that leap because it is time and you know it. No one wants to continue feeling that way, including you. There is a way out, and these are some of the major steps of it, okay? So on to the tarot cards. So the first card you got was Temperance. Okay, so Temperance is putting your focus into, or like channeling your focus into one or fewer things and finding the balance in life, okay? And really focusing on bringing that positivity in. So what I would, just from the general read, what I would say this is asking to focus in on is these cards. Like, these are like your year. Like, this is what your year is all about, okay? There is some financial stuff down here and stuff like that, but in general, this is what your year is about, okay? And so it's channeling all your focus into the things that are going to fulfill you, the things that are going to bring positivity into your life, the things that are going to make you stand out to this soul family, okay? And it doesn't have to be super big. I mean, your soul, as soon as you start opening up or wanting to, like really putting some focus into it, your soul is going to put that call out there anyway. But the people on the physical plane need like a lighthouse. Okay, so basically you're working on turning yourself into kind of a little lighthouse for them, so that way they know where to find you. Okay, and so we're working on Temperance. We're working on channeling all of our focus into the positive, the fulfilling, the happy, the joy, so that way we can bring that balance into our life and we can get out of those lower level emotions. If you ever want to know exactly what I'm talking about, the lower or high level of emotions, there's a pyramid scale. I can't remember what it's called, but if you look up Pyramid of Emotions, it will come up. And it's a scale of the vibrations of emotions, okay? And it's going to start at the bottom with the biggest part of the pyramid, and it's going to show you the lowest vibration, and it's going to go all the way up to the top, where it reaches joy, happiness, and enlightenment. And those are the highest ones, and those are where you are closest with your higher self, and those are where you will feel the most love, joy, enlightenment, and all of that stuff, because that's what those emotions are. Okay. And then, so after Temperance, you have the Seven of Swords, which this is like putting on a show. Like, this gentleman has a mask on. He's about to swallow this sword that he's dangling with his feet. Let me just show you this card, okay? So this is like putting on a dangerous show. Alright, like you are trying to people please. You are trying to hide yourself. You are putting yourself down for the peace or the enjoyment of others, okay? And that is not okay. I mean, obviously, this gentleman's not even in the right position, and I don't think, I mean, I'm not a sword swallower, but every sword swallower I've ever seen before never curls their body like that, from what I remember. So, this is just a dangerous sword. This is a dangerous game you're playing with yourself. And it's not leading you to good feeling things, okay? And then right after you have the Four of Pentacles, which this guy just looks like he is worried. He looks like he's kind of trying to run away with, I think it might be his wife. And he's basically like, I mean, his face looks worried. And he's holding real tightly to this money, okay? So, obviously this stuff is going to be touching on insecurities for you. It's going to be touching on worries. It's probably going to be a little bit overwhelming, especially, you know, when you're like, okay, you know, that lady said it was going to happen, and I've done this stuff and it's not happening yet. Impatience, excuse you, just kidding. But so, you're going to be touching on this stuff, and I'm not going to say it's easy, because it's not. But, like I said, you're not the only one going through it. You're not the only one who's been through it. And so, it's kind of time to release your grip on these coins a bit, okay? And if it is financial worry, the next card is the Two of Wands, which automatically tells me that whatever this worry is does not need to be as tightly held on to, okay? You can release that a bit. because you're going to be taken care of. Okay, so the Two of Pentacles is balance. It's plans, like well thought plans. It's guidance. It's leadership. It's knowing what to do and when to do it. Okay, but that biggest keyword is balance, which touches back to temperance, and it touches back to all of this. Okay, so the goal of 2020 is to figure out how to balance your life with who you are becoming. Okay, until your life just turns into who you are becoming and what you want it to be. Okay, and this final card I have for you, the Three of Wands, is also an impatience card. Okay, this card is about basically looking at your product, like this is a farmer looking at his crop. Okay, but it hasn't fully bloomed yet, and that's what this is saying is it's going to take time. Okay, this is a huge transformation you're going through. You're really going to have to do a lot of inner work and healing to turn yourself, to even start turning yourself into this lighthouse to bring your soul family in and out. Okay, and then after that, you're still going to have to do more inner work and healing. So when you're looking at this and you're like, okay, I'm not exactly where I thought I would be, you know, I still have all these worries or this or that, or, you know, I know that that's going to be taken care of, but why isn't it taken care of yet? Give it time. Okay, this card is saying it is coming. Okay, and some of the rewards you might not even recognize when they first happen. Okay, some of them are going to be very subtle, and that's another thing this card talks about, is looking at what's going on around you. Back to this acceptance card, is accepting things as they are and being grateful for what you have. So when you, like, when this impatience is happening, write a list of what you already have. Write a list of the things that have changed in the last couple months, and go back to what your goals were in the beginning, or what you were trying to strive for in the beginning, and see how much has actually already changed that you just haven't really noticed yet, because maybe it's not complete, or maybe you had higher expectations of what it should be or what it could be, and you kind of have to let go of expectations and just take that leap in trust. Okay, so alright, pal number 3, that is what I have for you. Alright, let me know in the comments how you feel about this. Let me know if it resonated. Remember, this is a general read, so it's not necessarily going to be for everybody, but let me know anyway what you thought. Give it a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and all of my social media and groups and classes and all of that stuff, and my email to book services with me, it's all going to be down below. Okay, thank you so much, and you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or night or morning or whatever it is for you, because we're all in different time zones, at least most of us. Have a happy 2020. Welcome to the roaring 20s, everybody. That's right. I enjoy it. Alright, pile number 3 with the moonstone. So, the energy I got about this was very self-loving. Like, I just felt like it's going to be a year of kind of building yourself up. I've not looked at the cards, so I have no idea what they're going to say, but that is the energy that came through. You have Moonstone, which is like feminine power, it's self-love, it's building yourself up, it's all of those fun things. So, it works. But okay, let's get right into this pile number 3. Oh, right off the bat, it's humbling. What are you clinging on to? Protection, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. Oh, those definitely go hand in hand. Facade, vanity, joy, allow love, you are understood, magician, someone's opening up some abilities this year. So, let's see. I'm going to switch up my position here. Okay, so right off the bat, pile number 3. I'm just going to slide. I don't know if you guys can see this. I just slid off my chair. So, it'll be interesting. I'm a very candid person, just so you guys know. So if you're ever watching one of my videos, or maybe you find me on Facebook and you're like watching a live or something, I don't really hold back. The only thing I hold back on, as best I can, is like swear words and being inappropriate. I'm not really an inappropriate person though, but I do swear a lot. But okay, sorry. File number 3. With the moonstone. I'm just going to put that right there. Okay. The crumbling. What are you clinging onto and protection? Okay, that just screams to me. Oh, disclaimer. This is a general reading. It's not going to be for everybody. I hope it is for you because you picked it. Like I said, it's not going to be for everybody, or every card may not be for every person. So take what resonates with you, run with it. Anything that doesn't, just kind of leave it behind, okay? Okay. So the crumbling and protection just screams to me that you have given out a lot of your energy, okay? It's not to say you haven't recharged here and there, but it's almost like, like I'm literally seeing a person with ties to like so many people around them. It's almost like a circle. Like they're spaced out a little bit, so it's not like, you know, like person bumping person or anything. But so many people, much like this, but like there's, here, I'll show you this card. So a lot like this, except instead of this being like you all the way around protecting yourself, there's you in the center and all of these people around you looking at you with cords to you, and they're just like draining your energy. I don't know who that's for, but it's going to be for someone who watched this, or multiple people who watch this. But it's time to cut those cords. It's time to let these things fall away. Like, you do not need to help these people like that, okay? There's the crumbling for you. You absolutely do not need to be helping these people like that. Some of them may have needed your help in the beginning, but that doesn't mean all of them did. You're an empath, or you're just a genuinely nice person, or you're this, or you're that. And so you help them, only to find out that they're really just not giving back. And so any of these people, I mean, any of them that haven't, cut the ties to all of them, if you're drawn to do so. But it's really time to let go of all these things and people that you're clinging on to. They're not serving you anymore. And so and I feel like some, if not most of you, if not all of you, have been getting signs about this and just, you know, not listening to it because you don't want to. Because we're humans and we're stubborn, and we want to help all these people, but these cards are just telling you can't. Okay? It's tearing you down. It's draining you. It's making it so you're not really happy. And they want you to be happy. You have joy. But it's also, I mean, you're lying to yourself and you're lying to these other people. You have this facade up. And there's no reason for that. Like, it's almost like you put up this facade of like, oh, I can help everybody, so that way you are helping everybody. But they're not helping you in return, and they're not giving you enough of a break to fully recharge. But then you have the vanity card, which is that not listening to the signs because you know what's best for you. Or, you know, like maybe other people have tried to tell you, like, look, I don't think this person or this situation's right for you. But you stay in it, whether it's out of fear or just, I know what's right for me. That's how I am. That's why I'm like, that's how I'm reading these cards, I think. But if you can work on dropping this facade and the kind of vanity about, you know, don't worry, like, I'm okay. I know what I'm doing, I'm okay. Don't worry, like, they're going to start helping themselves in a month, they're going to help themselves in a week. oh, they told me they're just borrowing it till payday, but that payday comes and goes, and whatever the situation is. If you can work on doing this row, this is going to happen. Okay, you're going to start feeling a lot happier and a lot more fulfilled. But another thing about this card is there are some good things around you. And so try to stay focused on those, because those can already bring you joy, and a lot of times they probably already do. But then you have these. So use this stuff and the goal to help you get through this, because some of it is going to be hard, okay? Some might be easier, some might be harder for you, but that doesn't mean the whole thing is going to be a clean-cut, clear road passage, okay? Chances are it's not. And I don't like saying that, but it's the truth. So the next thing is allow love, okay? So generally this card kind of means something very similar but a little bit different, but the message I'm hearing is ask for help, okay? Don't, and this does go along, like it matches the you are understood, so ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be that, oh, you know, like I help everybody, but, you know, nobody understands how to help me, or, you know, like no one's going to understand because I'm the one that helps everybody, not them. And so don't be afraid to go out and ask for help anyway, okay? Even if these people, like, generally aren't ones who you see helping a lot of other people, or maybe you do see them helping, but they don't tend to help you, chances are that's probably just because they don't realize that you need help, okay? A lot of you have been a rock for so long, you've been a lion, you've been the lion, type of deal. You know, you've been the person they go to, the person that everyone goes to. And so don't be afraid to ask for help or ask for a break. Okay, a lot of these people do, and even if not a lot of them, at least a couple of them, or one or two, have good intentions and actually don't mean to be doing what they're doing, or they might be an outside person that you know can help you, okay? Don't be afraid to do that, because you are understood, okay? These people are going to understand what you're going through, but that doesn't mean they always recognize when you're at your max, okay? Another thing about this you are understood is that even if you feel like you're not understood on this plane, know that you're understood in the higher planes, okay? Your spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels, your gods, your goddesses, they all understand what you're going through. They understand what you're doing, and they understand why. Okay, that doesn't mean they have, their opinion goes one way or the other, but they at least understand why you're doing it, and they understand what you signed up to do in your contract or your life path or whatever you want to call it, okay? So, speaking of the angels and spirit guides and this and that, you also got the magician. So the magician is kind of like, the magician is kind of like, to me, he's like the jack of all trades in the tarot, okay? Because I mean, he's got every suit on there, but he also is very, very connected to the spiritual side, okay? And that doesn't necessarily mean you have these, like, crazy abilities or anything. I mean, everybody's got something, but that doesn't mean that you have to express yourself through them. But you could, okay? And you could have this communication with your spirit guides and with your higher self and all of that. You could do it pretty regularly if you wanted to. But what I'm really picking up from this is that not only for some of you are these gifts opening up or expanding, but your spirit guides, for all of you, want you to be listening to the signs more often, okay? They want you to follow them because they're trying to help you. Okay. On the flip side, you have the Five of Cups reversed, the Six of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Five of Swords, sorry. So, And this card to me pops kind of back to the vanity and saying that, so this kind of leads me down a slightly different path, and this is only going to be for some of you, but this card shows, you know, this person is kind of disgruntled. It almost looks like they just they just started losing at a game of kickball and got mad, so they took their ball and went home. Well, over here you see a white flag in the corner, okay? So this is saying, you know, try to let the stubbornness go. Try to let the failures go. Try to let the feeling that you've been failing or that you failed these people go. Try to let the feeling that you failed yourself go, okay? Accept what has happened and try to forgive yourself for all of this, and try not to be so I hate to say it, but I don't have a better metaphor for it. Try not to be so bullheaded about this, okay? So when you do start letting these things go, you're not better than these people for doing it. You're just bettering yourself for doing it, okay? So you don't have to, like, be like, oh, I'm dropping you and burn that bridge. I mean, do it if you have to, but you don't have to, okay? You know, like, if it's not necessary, it doesn't need to be done. It can just be like, you know what, hey, I need time, I need a break, I'm gonna go, you know, kind of be on myself, you know, and the Hermit card is popping into my head, you know, like, okay, like, hey, I need to take time to myself, I need to figure out situations going on, that sort of thing, okay? Don't be afraid to do that instead of burning the bridge. If you need to, just, you know, be like, hey, I'm not talking to anybody for a little while, taking myself off the grid. If I need you, I'll let you know, okay? I'm okay, I just need time. Alright? And it's also, and this is showing that you are going to be leaving these situations, okay? Like, all this stress, all this overwhelmedness, that's not even a word, but whatever. These battles and disgruntledness and all of this stuff, you're going to be leaving this situation with all these people. And you're going to be turning into this flower that's up here, and you're almost ready to bloom, okay? But in doing that, like I said, don't leave that situation and be like, no, like, I'm better than you guys, so I'm dropping you or anything like that, okay? And like I said, it's not a bad thing, like, if you absolutely have to do it, like, you feel like, no, this person's never gonna leave me alone, then, you know, maybe you do need to kind of put up that, like, fake facade of, like, look, I no longer want to be a part of your life. I just can't right now. This or that. But try to do it on such a way that you're not, you know, accepting that like, not so great energy into your life, okay? You're just like, hey, we're not friends anymore. Sorry. But anyways, good luck with that. I wish you all the best with that. We're not done yet. I'm just gonna move back to these cards. So you have the Five of Cups reversed, which shows me that there is going to be some, like, generally this is not the greatest card, but in reverse, it's better. There's going to be some people coming into your life that could be potential relationships or friendships. It might even be soul family people that are meant to help you through this stuff. But to me, it looks like they're probably going to be from the past because you have this lovely Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is kind of like reminiscing over the past, reminiscing over, you know, where you started, where you came from, and doing it with the people that were there with you, doing it with the people you love, with your friends, with your family. So don't be afraid to accept these people in and allow the love that they are willing and ready to give you, whether that is in the form of a relationship, a friendship, whatever that case may be. They are here to help you, okay? Try not to get stuck in reminiscing so much that you get lost in it, but it's not a bad thing to go back and be like, oh yeah, you know what, that was fun, or yeah, you know, I used to be so much like that, and now I'm like this, or whatever. Whatever that may be for you, just have fun with it, but like I said, try not to get so stuck in the past that you don't move forward with this, because this is definitely some healing and stuff that you need to get through to move on into the next phase of your life. So 2020 for you is going to be a lot of letting go of things, a lot of releasing, a lot of putting your barriers up. And remember, key words here, you teach people how to treat you, okay? And so that's a lot of what's going to come through with that protection as well, is putting up those boundaries and remembering how you want to actually be treated, okay? And stopping putting the people-pleasing up in the beginning of new relationships and things, to the point that you just let things go because, well, they did it for so long, they're not going to like it if I stop them now, okay? Because that stuff's not okay. Be open, be honest, be upfront with people, and take yourself away from these situations that are doing you no good anymore, okay? Cut those ties with the people who are not giving back to you, and you know won't give back to you, or will only give back for a short period of time and then go back. And try not to be vain about it. Try not to be like, oh, I'm doing this because you're not good for me anymore. Just do it, like, hey, I'm trying to better my life, I'm trying to figure stuff out. When I'm ready to be around people again, I'll let you know. Okay? Well, thank you so much, pal number 3. Let me know if this resonated with you. Let me know how you feel about it. And know that, like I said, I am a super candid person, and I'm pretty straightforward and blunt. But I try to at least be nice about it. Not sugarcoat it, but be nice about it. I also only can tell you what I know, or what I see. So, like I said, all of my information will be down below. Email to book services with me, a donation thing, to help because this is my full-time job, and all of my social media and the groups I'm in, and classes that I teach as well, will all be linked down below. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You have an amazing rest of your night, or day, or morning, whatever it is for you. Once again, I am Shelby the Galactic Witch, and this was a great video, so thank you.